you're just jealous. Oh, 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 you're just jealous.
With the VG boys. Yep.
Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, you're just jealous. Oh, you're
Completely jealous.
Oh, you're just jealous.
You don't know what you're jealous of, but you know that you're jealous. Isn't that right, Sean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hello there, viewers.
And
Back to
listeners.
Our annual Halloween spectacular.
Oh, yeah, baby.
It's spectacular that we're consistent with this one thing.
Isn't that amazing? That as many podcasts and as inconsistent as we are putting this stuff out, that we always come through for the Halloween episode.
Yeah.
It's amazing
It's a good one. I mean, there's just good games. Being scared in the game is just something that we've experienced since we were kids. So why would you not continue that one?
You got to keep the spooky going, man.
Yeah. There's not too many like holiday games that you could think of otherwise. Like Halloween, though, spooky time, like that all fits together.
So many, and so many movies. There's a whole genre of movies based upon, all these spooky movies, aka horror movies, as some of you may have heard.
Absolutely.
Oh, what's your favorite horror movie? Think
favorite
fast.
Horror movie. I think would probably be Cabin in the Woods right now.
Really?
That's been my
all time or just right now?
Right now, like honestly, I'd have to really think about like all time, but like as far as like one that I'm like I could watch that and like I'm satisfied with everything about it was that one. There's like so many monsters and they do it so well. There's so many like throwbacks to different genres of things, and it's like a comedy also at times. Like everyone in that movie is just great. They cast it so well.
So for my favorite Halloween, not necessarily a horror movie, but does Army of Darkness count as a horror movie?
Yeah,
not really. It's like comedy. But
yeah,
there's also some spooky stuff in there.
Yeah, I think it counts. Like I said, the Cabin in the Woods is technically a bunch of comedy in that, but it is definitely a horror movie. I think Army of Darkness absolutely counts. Yeah.
Okay, so that would be mine. Other than that, the classics, it would be from the 80s, probably be like Friday the 13th. That would be my
Yeah,
classic.
those are pretty good. I mean, those are fun and like stupid at the same time because
just the first one. I can't get into the 5.
Oh my God,
Jason versus
I
this
love
one.
the rest of them. I mean, I think the third one might have been the lamest in my opinion. Like I don't know, that was the 3D one, more like the 3D.
Jason 3D.
one.
Isn't it just called Jason 3D?
It might have been, but
Or
it's
they had
like
one that was called that?
series. Yeah, but I don't know. They just like goes to Manhattan where like the dude's like boxing him on the roof. Like it's just so stupid. Like, but I love it. Like you can't help it. Like the one where like the girl's like psychic, and it was like, oh, so we have psychic telekinesis. It's like,
dude, you ever see They Live with Roddy Piper?
No, I've seen clips of that, and that looks amazing.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, that's definitely.
If you've
on my
slept
list.
on it all these years, go back. You could borrow my Blu-ray. It's absolutely
awesome.
amazing. Love it.
I've seen like the scene that I've watched is the fight with him and that dude. Oh my God, he's in so many things. He was in what the hell was that? Whatever. The dude where they have the brawl in the alley. He's like trying to make him put on the glasses. And he's like, no.
That's the one.
Dude, that cracks me up. All I'm saying, that's like I've seen parts, and that scene is the one I've seen, and it's great. Great fight. Great stupid brawl out fight.
It's just bizarre. Like back in the era of VHS movies, and I know we're not going video games right away, but when you're talking about Halloween, it's really the movies that's to me the backbone of the Halloween culture and the whole vibe with it. So
agreed. Absolutely.
You got to talk about movies like all those John Carpenter movies, The Thing. We just discussed, what did you watch the other night? The remake of Night of the Living Dead. The 1991.
Yeah.
For some reason, that was the one I grew up with. Of course, I saw the old original. And
the old original, it was funny. I couldn't remember if that was the one I hadn't seen in a while, and I think it is the one I haven't seen in a while. But I do like this one because I feel like they, like looking at the cover of both, like they kind of represent the main characters very well in the remake. But I believe they made the chick like more of like a hero type in this. Like she goes from like damsel.
Yeah,
but I just love that
she digs deep into her acting chops in that movie.
We could just walk.
Everything's so emotional.
Yeah, but everyone's like so like, no, we need to be safe here. She's like, we could just walk and we'd be fine.
For whatever reason, my favorite zombie movies are the zombie movies where the zombies just move slow. They still get you. Like that's a perfect example. Dawn of the Dead, the original Dawn of the Dead
The original one I
is
did
it
like
the
a lot,
80s
yeah.
or 70s? I don't remember
Oh, that's a good
what
question.
year
I don't
that
know.
came out, but that one is an absolute classic too.
Mm-hmm.
So those
It's funny
two.
though, it's super dated at this point. And the only thing is
But
the
it's
ending of that
cheese
one is
though. It's
garbage
horror
though. Like
cheese.
that's the one about that movie that was like really stupid was the ending with the bike gang coming. Like it was like, all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Like the movie kind of goes downhill from there, but it was like, you know, whatever.
I mean, judging by what's going on these days, it's not so much of a shock that the big bike gang comes when the apocalypse hits, right?
I suppose.
It's like week 2 into the apocalypse, and there's already motorcycle gangs of 150 guys.
I feel like the remake of Dawn of the Dead, that was like what I would expect to actually happen. Like they all conjugate outside the mall, and like no bike gang is coming to disrupt that. It's just gonna kill everybody.
I don't know, man. You need supplies. Got to loot.
I guess.
During the
I don't know,
zombie
there was
apocalypse.
so many in that one, but yeah.
Good
Either way,
stuff.
they just they've had like all the like Castlevania and all those kinds of games like growing up, like where they have that bit of a horror thing going. So it was like
a
fun
thick
to play.
horror thing going, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's full
So it
blown
was fun
horror.
to play. Yeah, during the fall seasons, like it kept up with the mood and such. So
Definitely does.
Have you been playing anything? Or are you like in the mood to play something now that like we're like the season's upon us? Or get back into
I just told you I picked up on Switch the remake of Resident Evil 1, what I thought, and Resident Evil 0, that combo.
Yes.
I stupidly purchased it used. It was my fault. I didn't do the research.
Right.
I just went and bought it when there was a sale. And I got that game, but one of them is a digital download. The remake of 1 is a digital download.
Of the first one?
And 0 is on the cartridge.
Is the cartridge? Okay. Yeah.
So, I mean, I like 0, but I wanted to play, the remake of that. So that's on deck. I'm going to get that one. I'm probably going to buy it digitally and just call it a freaking day.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you need to contact them and be like, give me my code.
Right? Where's my digital code?
You owe me this code. I paid
Company who repeatedly screws over gamers, who I won't mention.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who it is.
Yep. You know.
You know who you are.
Oh, man.
Go, GameStop.
I feel like I'd like to get back into not get back into. I'd like to just play again because I feel like we play that sporadically, but the Friday the 13th on the PS4.
Of course, the multiplayer.
It's it's that one's just so fun. I'm
you know
just
what?
curious.
That's a good call. We should probably stream some of that. Do people still play? Is that still an existing
That's
thing?
the thing. I don't know. I this time of year, I think you might be safe. I feel like
or if you wanted, I will go in and buy that Predator multiplayer game. I heard it was excellent, but it's strictly multiplayer, I believe.
Which Predator one?
They came out with a multiplayer Predator game where you are the Predator.
Huh.
And you stalk, the humans and whatnot. But it's a game
so
like
similar. Okay.
Yeah, same premise where it's big multiplayer and everyone's the individual characters and stuff.
I actually just saw one on Steam. I don't think it's officially out. I think they've been working on it. I think it's called In Silence, which is a similar concept where it's like I think it's a 5 versus 1. Like you're 5 people trying to escape. Like I don't know if you're trying to put together a car or whatever.
No, I never heard of that.
But yeah, it's new. Like I said, it's not. I don't think it's officially released. Like I think they've been updating it. But the monster character can't really see, so it's almost like Quiet Place movie where it's like the monster can only hear. So if like people make sounds, I think like it highlights them, and then like I guess you eat their face and stuff. I just saw like they just screenshot this thing like with tons of teeth. Yeah, it looked pretty gruesome.
It's disgusting.
But when no one's moving, you just see like lights because it's like I guess his vision is jacked up. So it looks interesting. I don't know if it's any good.
Speaking of visions, and I'm gonna veer off here.
Sure.
Did you catch the new Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix yet?
Oh no, not yet. I've seen
any
it.
of those?
Yeah, what is that with
the first
Jordan,
season? The second season just dropped. I haven't seen any, and I saw I think there's 8 of them, and I saw maybe 5 of them. Whatever the deal is, and there's
who's the host now? I was thinking it was Jordan Peele, but I think he did the new Twilight Zone. So who's doing?
I don't even recall. I think it was just narrated, dude.
You think it's just narrated? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little different, but it's the same.
I used to
vibe.
love the Robert Stack original.
Yeah,
that was great. And then they had what the hell was his name?
This is akin to that.
Yeah,
they go throwback with it.
Over it again. It was from.
I mean, I could look it up. I don't want to lose you on the screen here.
No, I'm saying like from Snatch. Who wants to see him? The beaches. I forget what that guy's name is. He's dead
Oh,
now.
I don't know the. I don't
Farina,
remember
Dennis
his name.
Farina. That's it.
Okay.
Dennis Farina.
I know the
He
actor
was
who you're talking
hosting
about, like
after
the
Robert Stack died, and it was like, oh, this is interesting. But I used to love that show. Unsolved
It's
Mysteries
really
were
cool.
fun.
They have a great
Yeah.
alien abduction one, and dude, the story he
yeah?
tells, man, that does
Man, that's
not
crazy.
sound good. It does
Is it
not
like a
sound
kid
like
to,
he had a
like,
good
was it
experience.
the fifth? What the hell is that movie that you like with Mila Jovovich?
Oh, I can't think of
Fifth
the name
Kind or
either.
something like that,
Yeah,
or whatever.
Close Encounters. Not Close
Yeah.
Encounters. What the hell am I saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The
though,
fourth
with the owl.
kind. The fourth
Yeah, the
kind. I
fourth
think it
kind.
was
That
called.
was it. Yeah, I was thinking the fifth, whatever reason. Yeah, that movie was a weird.
I don't know,
reenacted
man.
class.
Yeah,
You're
if you
crazy,
scare
lady.
easily, do not watch that
Yeah.
movie. It's very convincing, even though
Mhm.
it's made to be a Hollywood movie. But they show supposedly some raw footage, and
That's
you see
true.
some stuff. And
Oh yeah, there was definitely some wacky.
there was
scenes.
like a possession where this dude was like floating in midair, and the video was snapping, and it was like, oh,
Making
yeah, with the eyes rolling in the back of the head.
Yeah,
They go
those are
hard,
good.
man. It was
Those are good.
spooky. But anyway,
Yeah.
Unsolved Mysteries. If you haven't checked that out, dude, sick,
It's funny.
sick.
Yeah, I feel like with the technology now, though, like games can certainly do like a much better job, like creeping you out. Like even the VR, it's getting better. It's certainly not where it will be, but I've even played like phone ones, like the really ghetto ones, where it's like the phone is on your face,
Okay.
and the
Oh, okay,
horror
yeah, yeah.
genre is perfect for that one. Like I played Resident Evil 7 when that came out.
I remember.
An excellent VR experience.
I did check it out. I
But,
watched you play a little bit of that.
like
It's, I
think
don't know.
got,
I
like,
jump
the-
scare easily, man. Like,
Well, that's the
I'll
thing. Yeah,
I'll be
that's the whole
playing,
point.
and I'll be my heart will be
Oh yeah, the
palpitating
palpitations, absolutely, dude.
from like Resident
you were
Evil 2
mentioning,
remake. You know,
I mean, yeah, that one
and most
gets you. But
people
that's
just
not
like
even.
cruising through it. Oh,
Yeah.
zombie. What do you know?
Well, I think once you've played enough, you kind of like get a little desensitized. But like your
Of course.
first playthrough is always like, oh. But same thing with like you were mentioning the Alien Isolation when we were talking earlier.
I
Like
can't play
those
that
games.
shit, man.
Yeah, I'd like to, but yeah, that's like I can't do the Five Nights at Freddy. Like those are like
we
cheap
grew up watching
jump
those
scares,
alien
it's like,
movies.
no.
I was scared as a kid.
I know. Yeah.
It's funny.
But
Like I
it's
was
so
thinking
great,
about this
though.
the other day. I was talking to my wife about this. Like if you look back at the stuff we saw and at the age we saw it,
Mhm.
like in growing up in the 80s, RoboCop,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
I know.
all the alien movies with the chest burster. It's just violent and like hyper violent stuff. Before there
True.
was any real rating system. I mean, they had
Mm.
rated R, but parents are like, whatever, you know.
I think because it wasn't. I mean, RoboCop was
Saturn
was
3
something like
even.
that. Yeah. Oh
Like
my
that,
god.
I know
yeah.
that's a sketch, like obscure movie for a lot of people. If anyone
Mm.
is a fan of horror or like 80s, like
And sci-fi, for
goofy,
sure.
crazy stuff,
Mm.
look up Saturn 3. It's
Super young
Harvey Keitel.
He's like a baby.
Oh,
And,
Farrah Fawcett, is it?
Yeah. And what's his name's father? Kirk Douglas.
Yeah,
Douglas.
didn't Kirk
main
Douglas
dude.
live to like 100? Either way, he was old then, and it was
He was like old. He was
he was
like
perfect for the
Michael
movie though.
Douglas of when
That was a
he
great.
like
It's one of
in his
my
prime.
favorites.
Yeah.
Say again?
Yeah, we were in like elementary school when you first showed me that because you had like
Yeah,
a
but that's the
random
point.
VHS.
We're
Yeah.
at like single digit age watching
Mhm.
hyper violent, like
Yeah.
that scene in RoboCop with the shotguns and with the
Oh,
guy
that's-
melting at the end,
yeah.
like
That one used to horrify me. I couldn't watch that scene growing up.
That's what
I
I'm
would always turn
saying,
away.
dude.
Yeah.
Like,
That one would just be for whatever reason. I just thought
But
that was a real.
our parents
thing.
are
I'm
just
I don't
like
wanna be a
MIA.
zombie.
This stuff is on the TV. Even there was
Oh,
like
man.
four, like a small group of friends that we had watching this stuff together, and there was
True.
like minimal supervision
Mm.
at any one of our houses,
Yeah, Leprechaun.
right? Like all this
Yeah,
stuff.
these like crazy things. I'm shocked. You know what? I guess maybe there's no call for it, but like how crazy would like a Leprechaun game type be of like those movie
Right?
genre, but with that like
You can't
Oh my
even
God.
do it anymore, though.
it's
Like-
terrifying.
Like American culture is so PC now that
Yeah, I
you
guess.
can't even imagine
I
doing
mean-
something like that.
I guess I don't know. I feel like with video games, it's still a possibility. Like we're
Of course, there's a lot of
people
like
doing
scary
horrible
stuff.
things. Yeah. So I don't know. I was always a fan of those though when they but going back to the video games when like the newer technology can like really scare you like quite well.
Oh, yeah.
And it's oh man, it's so good.
Well, even
They've been
PS2,
playing,
the original Resident Evil 1 was
Oh, right,
pretty
yeah.
scary.
Mm-hmm.
And
No,
when we
it's
played
true.
it. How
Definitely
old
was
were
good.
we then? PS1, that had to have
I
been
think
what,
we were middle school, right?
97,
Yeah.
98, right?
Yeah, I think we were middle school.
So
Maybe
we were
sixth grade.
age what? Not single digits, right? I mean, yeah.
No. We were actually
Not middle school, dude. This is before that. You're talking about like sixth
Resident Evil
grade,
1?
grade school. So
Yeah, see, sixth
11,
grade at the earliest. Yeah, so like 11. Yeah.
whatever,
So not single. I'm just saying, like, you're pretty much in middle school after that.
right? And like the in Resident Evil 2, when they would just swarm you and they bite you on the
Yeah.
neck, and the pixelated blood would, right?
Yeah.
I felt like
think the,
sound was more brilliant in games back then.
Mm.
Not that it's not good now, but like the
Oh, no,
sound
it's
was so
still-
much more valuable because it made
Yeah.
up for the lack of what the graphics were doing.
Because before that was like the SNES and stuff doing the best they could. So like by the time we got the PlayStation, it was like,
You
oh
got
my god, where's
That was
Joe?
the difference. You got real voice acting in PlayStation.
You almost were a Jill sandwich. Like just it was like, man, that's amazing. This guy's talking for reals. Not like weird cartridge. Oh, you know, where it's like that weird echoey. We're sort of getting sounds to you on this disc or on this cartridge, I should say.
Either way, I'm just saying, like, put some
I've been
value
seeing
on
a
the
lot
sound
of
guys from back
people
then.
playing. I think it's like Phantasmic. I think is the game that's been out now.
Oh,
if I'm
PH, like
saying.
yeah.
Yeah. It's been like a game that I've been seeing a lot of
I
streamers
heard
have been
of
going
it,
towards
and
it.
I see
I
people when
watched-
I'm on Twitch playing it, but I
Yeah.
haven't yet to watch a stream or
I watched
watch any
someone
gameplay.
play, and it actually seems pretty cool. The concept is that you're, I guess, like paranormal investigators, and you, I guess, I'm guessing you gain money from jobs. Because I walked in.
Is it like a modern game, or is it throwback?
Yeah, it's a
style?
modern game, and you are a first-person view, but you see the other characters around with you. So I think it's like I don't know how big a team is supposed to be, but I was watching a team of 3 people. One person's like the Overwatch that can sit in like their van or whatever it is and like sees cameras set up throughout the house or the facility you're in.
Yeah.
And the other guys go through the house with like the cold gun and like there's like objectives that you need to find. Like you need to find a room that's like X amount of degrees, like below 0, or like you need to catch a ghost on site. But then there'll be times where like your like insanity starts lowering. So like you
Your
get to a point where
insanity
like
starts lowering.
yeah, or you get more insane. Whatever sanity lower. Whatever
I know what you
you know,
meant.
again, yeah. And so you would have to like swap out with the guy in the van or the girl. I don't know if there's a girl. Like again, I only watched like a
It
group
just
of
sounds
3
like something
dudes
that
playing.
they would chime in Gauntlet. Your insanity is low.
Yeah. About to be insane. But you have like the objectives, and then you have to like get out, and like I guess that's you've determined that the place is actually haunted. But there's times where like I guess the ghost or whatever will like start freaking like the camera out or turn the lights off, and I guess can kill you and stuff if you're like not hiding. So it's very like crazy. That's why I think people have been loving it, is because like it's like a spooky thing that you're all trying to investigate. But then this like creature just comes out of nowhere, and it's like, oh, cray, I gotta run away now.
Yeah, I could do zombies and stuff, but when it comes to even Resident Evil 7, right? Like you're walking around in dark, dreary places, you can't see anything. And then you put on the night vision goggles or whatever it is that you get, and you look around and things jump scare you the whole time. It's fun.
The jump scares.
I can see why
be,
people like it, but those
Yeah.
games, I'm just like, dude, I like things that are a little more upbeat and a little more fun. But
No, I hear you. I mean,
zombies
that's,
are in that realm.
yeah,
I feel like
that's
though.
the whole. Yeah, that is kind of the point with this genre, is that like the jump scares can be a little cheap at times. Like I said, I won't. Some I will do, but like Five Nights at Freddy, just watching, like I feel like they cheaply get you, and it's like the whole like that's how you're dead.
I saw
not
they
just
did
like a jump-
something in, I think it was Modern Warfare now, where they did a special Halloween update. And I
Oh, yeah?
saw somebody run up to a chest to loot it, and they opened the chest, and there was a jump scare on the
Oh,
screen.
that's bullshit. Oh,
So
my God.
yeah, so not
man.
only do you
I'd be
have to
so
listen and worry about people shooting
Yeah.
you, but you
And now
need
you
jump
need
scares in
the-
between.
yeah.
This
You-
dude that was
you
playing
clean
was
pair
like,
of underwear.
"Oh!" like legit, looked like he was
Oh,
having a
no.
heart attack. Was not expecting it.
Oh my God. How
Maybe
could
he
you
didn't
do
read the
this to me?
patch update or something. But
I mean, who would expect that? That's never been in any of them.
no, but that's cool.
Like a Jack in the Box comes.
At least it's exactly what it was.
Oh my God.
But it was like a
Terrifying.
Flash movie, like some
How
scary
could
looking
you? Oh,
thing on the
dude.
screen.
Oh my God. My God.
It's kind of mean if you're not expecting it. But
But,
we've
I
been
don't know if
playing
anyone- Dead Island.
Dead
Yeah,
Island,
I was just
yeah.
about to mention that. Yeah, if anyone's been checking out the Twitch page for Whirlin specifically,
Mm-hmm.
that's what we were streaming on. Just because my PlayStation is not really hooked up to my computer, so you're able to do it from your office.
Yeah, I'll do the occasional stream of when we could
Yeah,
both jump on.
we were doing pretty good. I mean, I love that game. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that in the past on this, but it was a sale on PS4 during this wonderful summer of sales.
Yeah, man,
Sounds
that
like the
was the
PlayStation
summer
Network
sale.
was
It
just
was
giving
part
away
of the summer
things.
sale. I think it's on sale again. You guys might be able to jump on and get it for like $4.99 or something.
I mean,
I
that's
just
pretty
saw
cheap.
the
This was
Halloween
like
sale. I think it ends. Wait a minute. It ends 11/2, I think. So you might have some
so
time
okay.
on that.
So you have right after Halloween to get it then. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We got like the double pack for like it was like Riptide and Dead Island, like complete edition or whatever it is. So like a good purchase for like $7, I think, when we got it, something like
Yeah,
that.
because we got the
With pack.
expansion with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm
The
saying.
double
So
pack.
because I'm still, still waiting for Dead Island 2 to eventually come out. They've just been like milking that for
You
like
think that's
forever.
gonna happen? Did they announce something?
Well, yeah, they were showing like a trailer. Not, I think it was last year, maybe, where it's like in like California settings. Like it sort of looks a little more
Oh,
goofy,
okay.
but I don't know
It's
if
a new island.
again, I don't know if things
with the
have
same
changed because again, it's
problems.
been years. But I like
It was
those
pretty
games.
good though. It was a nice
Yeah.
multiplayer experience, I
Mhm.
would say.
Yeah. And like it's fun jumping in with different people, and like it's fun when you get like a team going because every person really does like have a pretty good role in that game. Like I'd forgotten about some of them. Like the throwing guy is a good distance dude. The chick is like excellent with the knives, and like the one guy is like a blunt expert, and he
Yeah,
can like
I've
charge, knock
only
people
been
over.
the knife throwing guy.
Yeah. Yep. The ex was he was a quarterback. So he just
Yeah,
chucking knives.
right, exactly. So
Yeah.
he's adept at throwing
Yeah.
wrenches.
That was like my first single player playthrough was with that guy, and they used to be some bad issues. Like I know you were losing your weapons when you were throwing them
Is it
sometimes,
different
but
from the multiplayer experience? Because I only played
it's
multiplayer
the
with you.
same
I never played the
thing.
single
It's
player.
just the difficulty of the zombies, I think, get harder. And I think that's really it. Other than like some of the quests maybe not working if you're not the host, but I've definitely noticed like they patched it on. I was playing on the 360 originally. Like you used to go online and people would like be able to loot like your thrown weapons, or they would just like flat out glitch away. So like I was
Oh,
constantly
we've
needing to
seen
like.
plenty of glitches. I mean, and
Well,
also
that's
I wasn't a
yeah.
big fan
There's
of.
definitely glitches for sure.
I wasn't a big fan of being in the multiplayer experience, and the game chooses one of you to
Yes.
save.
Right. But
So
I think
did
that
they
was
patch that? I feel like it was different when we went back to it the second time.
I don't think so. I think it was more so when we played in the beginning. I think you had a certain amount of quests that you needed to complete by yourself or in
Oh,
your
okay.
game. And then once you were past that point, I think everything kind of saved properly. Because if
Okay,
we went
good.
to like the next chapter, it would have absolutely saved everything for sure.
Yeah, because
But
I was about to just dog, that aspect
yeah,
of it. But
yeah.
if that's what it is, if you have to just pass a certain point, and then
Mhm.
it saves there for going forward, so that's fine.
Yeah, but
But
we definitely would need to jump back into that game at some
what
point. But
would you
I think
say it's the gameplay is similar to if you were to tell someone who's never played it? You think it's definitely a first-person shooter, right? I mean,
yeah, it's definitely. I wouldn't call it
it
a
doesn't.
shooter.
Yeah, it's not a
'Cause
competitive shooter.
you get guns, but like you really don't get guns in the way that other games give you guns. Like the
The
ammo is
weapons
much more
fall apart.
limited, and yeah, like you have degradation of the durability of the weapons. You can upgrade them. There's like mods. So like we've only like just got into the game. Like once we get into like Act 2 and 3, you get like crazy ones where these things start electrocuting the zombies and setting them full on fire. Like crazy stuff happens like when you do some of these upgrades. So that was that's definitely a fun one. But I mean, as far as what it's like,
Gameplay only. I mean, what you would
yeah,
compare it to? Fallout, like a modern Fallout.
yeah, I guess
Walking
sort of.
around a bit. It's
Yeah,
it's a
like
lot more choppy than
you
that.
have
It's not
a
really smooth,
skill
honestly.
tree. Yeah, you do have a skill tree like it. It's and like just weapon degradation, and it's more of a like an actual swing. And they have like a weird option you can use like the sticks to like swing for realistic purposes. It's not good. I wasn't a fan of it at all. But the
Well,
button pushing
it's
is better.
basically a quest completion game,
Yes.
and mixed with a survival game.
with looting also, because there's tons of
Plenty
like
of looting.
weapons and stuff that you find and sell and upgrade and
Well,
choose.
that's
And,
like the game is looting
right.
and
Yeah,
giving
it
things
is
to
true.
people and exchanging items and collecting rations.
Yeah, very true. Actually, what I've been playing lately, if anyone's been jumping on the VG Boys Twitch, I was doing a few live streaming of this game called Project Zomboid, which I've been very into lately. It's the first time I think I've actually been watching other
Project
Twitch
Zomboid.
players play things. It's a team. Let me see here. What the hell are they called?
Project
The Indie Stone.
Zomboid.
Yeah, the Indie Stone is the name of the team. They've been developing this for a few years now, so it's still in like alpha, I guess. The beta patch that they have out now is called Build 41, and just a quick summary of the game. It almost looks like an old school computer game, like almost like Ultima Online, as far as like the way your tune looks and stuff. And there's not
Is
really
it
so
top
much.
down?
Yes, in a sense, like I said, if you played Ultima, it's exactly looking like that. So I was already on board from the look alone from there. You control your one character. You get to make like I guess there's different like perks and stuff that you're able to add. Like
Well, what's the premise of the game?
the thing is that it's not like there may be a story that they kind of did for like this demo purposes, but really you just sandbox your own world. You could choose like initial infection where like zombies are first starting to
Are
come,
you a
or like
zombie or are you fighting zombies?
no, you're a person. Like you're a survivor in this world. So what I've been doing, and just to give an idea what's going on, is like I could have just started playing normally, but I saw that they had a challenge that streamers have been doing, where you start like 6 months later, which I think arguably is the hardest setting as like a new survivor to jump into. So you're trying to get yourself established, and it's like an insane amount of zombies. So there's just zombies everywhere. So and you have to put on this random spawn mod. So there's times where I've spawned like the middle of the street with like hundreds of zombies around me, and I just like run or die. I'm
Okay.
usually dying. It's been
So
pretty awful
you get
sometimes.
mowed if you're not moving quickly.
Oh yeah. So and like you're just supposed to survive a year. The challenge is called One Painful Year.
And
But
what's
you
the
can like
price point for the
sandbox.
game? How much
I
is it?
think it's about $10, maybe something like that, maybe 15 for American. It's hard to I don't know if they've changed the price. When I bought, I believe it was 15. But I'm waiting for because there is multiplayer, that's like kind of the whole thing that I was really excited about when I saw it. But this current patch that they've done, which they released actually, I think last October, so it's been about a year, added like a whole set of animations and like updated graphics and better like weapon combat and stuff. So like there's a current version that you could play multiplayer, but
Does it have
it
a
doesn't
paid
seem.
DLC also or no?
What's that?
Does it have like a paid DLC?
No, right now it's like I said, it's not officially out yet. So right now
Okay.
you're paying for early access,
Got it.
and they've been developing it. And I know, like online, I was looking at people like complaining that like they weren't updating as well. From what I've been seeing, especially the way the game is now, the game is excellent. I'm very happy with this build 41. I would just like the build 41 to be multiplayer, which supposedly sounds like it's coming soon, like really soon, considering it's been a year of them testing this build.
How long did it take for
Um,
Stardew to go to multiplayer? A couple years?
Oh yeah, it took a while. Yeah, definitely a few years. Like it was already on other systems, I think, before
But it was like
the
one dude doing
multiplayer.
it himself, right? I'm sure hiring
Well,
out to help.
he did the game. He did the full game originally, and then I think Chucklefish stepped in to assist with the actual multiplayer part. So I think he was involved, but I think their team was helping with the multiplayer portion specifically. But anyway, you fight zombies, you loot. So it's a ton of looting, and like you can build. There's like skills that you gain and different weapon proficiencies that you'll work on and such. And it's just fun to like. It's kind of one of those games where, like, even though like you die a lot, and you'll just die a ton, but it's fun to like reset and go in. But I think it could also be fun to go into like a multiplayer world and set up like a base with like a group of dudes, and like you could set it to like zombies will spawn slowly, so like you could wipe out areas but they'll still come. This challenge doesn't have any spawn, but there's literally so many zombies that I can't see running out of, even if I kill like thousands, which I've been watching a few people online do it with, and yeah, it's absolutely insane.
Hmm.
uh, but yeah, it's like the first time I've actually been like watching streamers and stuff. Just to like give a shout out, I've been watching this guy named Vay Victus, who runs like a puma, it's like a meta puma is his character. So he's been very
Meta
entertaining.
Puma.
Yep, and Epic Phelan has been another guy that I've been watching. Very helpful. Like both of them have been like very engaging with their chat. So if you are on Twitch and you are enjoying the Project Zomboid, I would suggest checking them out. And I think there's a streamer named Coaster that has been the guy that started this whole challenge for the one bad year. There's just like specific settings that you put into the sandbox,
Now, what is the
and then
one bad year challenge?
it's basically you set it up for like the 6 months later apocalypse thing. You have to put on the random spawn, no other mods, because there's a ton of mods apparently with this, which I haven't gone into just yet. Just because I want to just do this challenge, even though it's super hard. And then from there, it's like, loot set to rare. Like that you could set like house alarms going off. So like you're looting these houses, and sometimes you open a door and like the alarm goes off, and then all the zombies within a radius is going to just conjugate to the sound. You could set off like sirens for like police cars and like sets up. You can like just start torching zombies and they start spraying the fire, and you will always, for the most part, I think like if you get tired you might not, but you outpace the zombies by walking. So you like
That sounds fun.
have this horde of zombies like crawling after you, or like they're doing like that like sort of quick shamble
Similarly
with your
to Days Gone, where they just swarm you.
that one is
obviously
insane.
it looks different.
They run at you in that game. This is like they're shuffling.
Yeah, I can't deal with the fast moving zombies, man.
Yeah, I mean,
the movies
really
I could
like
deal
Days
with,
Gone.
but like playing a game, I'm like, it's stressing me
I know.
out.
Yeah. That game was, I mean, I had a lot of fun with that one. I feel like everyone that played that enjoyed it, other than the glitchingness, which had me laughing more so than anything. So this has been going on, and I actually bought a 4-pack of this. I was waiting for the multiplayer to enable, and I'm gonna gift you one, Adam, because I feel like this is, like I said, because we're Ultima Online fans and stuff,
A
and
gift
it's
for
zombies.
me?
Yeah, because I'm really
A
into it, and I
spooky
would love
gift
to have
for me?
friends. Right, special gift, Project Zomboid.
Project
But
Zomboid.
yeah, it's projectzomboid.com. Has like all the information for the game, and like I said, I've been very feeling it right now, and it fits the whole theme with the
I'm
zombies
very
and stuff,
feeling
so,
it, dude.
And
All right, cool. I'll check it out.
yeah, man.
We'll see what's up. Let's move
Yeah.
on
Well,
to
it's
let's
keeping me-
talk next
yeah.
gen for a few minutes, because
Well, I
this
was
is
gonna say,
around
it's
the block.
keeping me, before we
How
even
many
get into
weeks
that,
away are we?
I have
November?
no
What is it?
idea.
The third
Yeah.
or second week in
They've been
November?
saying end of October for some peripherals and all that kind of stuff, but
Yeah, but you're not gonna be able to sit down and play anything till November.
supposedly,
But we're
yeah,
close,
it's 12th.
dude.
That's
It's
what the date was.
Halloween, and a few weeks later, we're into the next gen. What? I know you're working on getting a PS5 right now. You're getting the
Yeah,
disc
I've been-
version, obviously. I got the digital to start with because it's cheaper. I'm only gonna start off with a couple of games. I'm probably gonna end up getting a second one at some point when they go on sale or whatever the case may be. What game do you
Fair
plan on starting with?
Well, the first game that I will have right away is going to be the what the hell is that game? The
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, Cyberpunk. Thank you. Jesus. I was,
Okay.
like, about to jump into it.
See, I'm debating because I wanted to do the remake of Dark Souls. I really wanted to get into that.
Have
but
you
I
played any of the Dark Souls though?
Well, I played the original Dark Souls. I haven't played any
And
recent
did you get
ones.
far in that one? Because I feel like
Dude,
all
they
these
whoop you,
games
man.
are like
They
yeah.
whoop you. They beat you down.
Yeah.
But
I'm just no good at them. Like Bloodborne, I actually just sold my Bloodborne.
Did
I was
you?
like, nah, I'm done with
people
this. Yeah,
love
I'm not.
that. There's like a cult following for Bloodborne.
Oh no, and the game, the setting and the theme was great, but it's the same thing. It's just hard as crap. I suck at it, and I'm not gonna waste my time.
It's
I sold
hard.
Sekiro. Sekiro's the same
Did
deal.
ya?
I tried
Oh,
to
okay.
back into it again. It was definitely not as hard as Bloodborne, in my opinion, but maybe that was just me. But I still
I
was
heard
like, no,
Sekiro was
I'm gonna
more challenging.
struggle. Yeah, I didn't want to struggle to get through the game. I have other things
That's what I'm
that I want to
saying,
play,
man.
and
The older
you
I
know.
get and the less time I have to sink into these games, the more I want to just do normal or easy mode. Like hard mode to me is like out the window. That's not happening.
I mean, it depends. I feel like what did I beat something on hard recently that was unnecessary, but I just went through it. But I kind of wanted to go back into Days Gone, possibly play that on hard mode too, because I did enjoy that one. What the hell did I play on hard? I forgot what the hell it was now. Completely blanking on that one.
It wasn't
But,
Project Zomboid, obviously.
Oh no! I mean, this is hard mode in itself. This challenge, like I'm probably an idiot for attempting this without like really knowing the game, but I'm having fun with it regardless, and it's pretty cool. But like, it sucks. Like you'll go through like a few days with this character, and then suddenly like you just make a bad step. Like on Twitch, like I went to like shank a zombie, and then she just like, I don't know, twirled weird, and then got a neck bite on me, and it was like, I'm like, I think a
That's
bunch of
always what
dudes just
happens,
raided the
especially
channel, and it
when
was
you're
like,
streaming.
I
You
just
always,
embarrassed myself in front of all of
especially
you.
when you're
So
streaming,
sorry.
you always bite it the worst.
Yeah, but it's fun
So
though.
so
That's the
it's
whole
up.
thing.
So there's a video record of it, to be
Oh
sure.
yeah, and someone clipped it for me. So
There you
of this
go.
entire
See?
little bite. It's like great. Like thank you.
Hey, watch it as Sean bites it
Yep, it's
or
pretty
gets
bad.
bit.
Oh
Buzzing.
man. But I mean, I'd like the new Assassin's Creed, the
Valhalla
Vikings
looks sick,
looks
dude.
pretty good,
It
and
looks
that's going
sick.
to be, I
There's
believe,
no
a
doubt
free
about it.
upgrade. I believe it's going to be a free upgrade.
I
For
think
the,
you're right.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna wait to buy Cyberpunk when you get the new console, or
No,
you're
no,
gonna
no.
buy it on PS4 and get the free
already,
upgrade?
yeah, because there's no the Cyberpunk. There's no. It's not like a PS5 game. You just get an
Oh,
upgrade.
they
Like
didn't
it's not
release
like
that one like
yeah,
a
there's
PS5
no.
version.
Yeah, it's the PS4, and
Oh,
they'll
okay.
upgrade it. Yeah.
It's so close.
Same thing with I'm pretty sure the Assassin's Creed's the same thing. I don't think there's like a PS5 only version of Assassin's Creed. I think you're just
I think
buying
there might
Assassin's Creed.
be.
I could be wrong, but I don't believe there was any difference. Like I think it was already developed. And what was the other one? There was like the Spider-Man one I might get at some point, but I'll probably wait because I
That's
beat
what
the
I'm
other one
saying.
already.
Like I'm debating.
Yeah.
Like I really have been
But
anticipating Cyberpunk, so I think I want to
I
get that. I want to buy
I want
the PS5 and just start with
yes.
that and just
I
roll
want
with it
Ghost
for a
of
while. I
Tsushima
want to
though.
put the time in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Ghost of Tsushima. That's
I
the one
missed
I
out.
really want to.
People love
Yeah.
it, man.
Well, it's not that I'm missing out. I'd feel like I'd just rather wait until, I'd rather play it on the PS5 for the first time. I don't want to even bother with the PS4. Like I'm just gonna go right in. And same thing, Cyberpunk at this point is gonna be right out
You got a
for.
4K TV and everything
Oh yeah,
all
absolutely.
ready to go?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
nice
just got
80
the
something
one that's
inch.
behind me here.
Hell yeah! Actually,
Um,
my office TV is also like a what is this thing like a 60, I think. And this thing's also
you have a
4K right
60
above me.
hanging up above you?
Right above me.
That's great. I
Hell
gotta
yeah,
check that
bro.
out. I gotta check that out. But yeah,
Yeah.
the one I got behind me, I got I think last Thanksgiving for
Okay.
Black Friday.
Nice.
That was my
Nice.
snag. That was it. I got a good
Very
deal
cool.
on it.
Very cool.
But
Yeah, it's
yeah,
good.
I'm ready to go, man. I'm excited.
Mm-hmm.
It should
Mm-hmm.
be awesome. But I want
But
to
so you
sync
lucked
the
out with
proper
the
amount of.
pre-ordering and the
Well,
all
that's the
the
thing.
debate.
I have
Yeah.
nothing to pre-order except the PS5 because it's all
Right.
digital. So once I get it, I'm just gonna buy the games I need.
Yeah, you'll just be able to have access to whatever's on the store. Whereas so that's the only thing is I feel like if you have any games that could be upgraded to the PS5, you
You're
now
right,
won't
and
be
that's
able
what I'm
to.
saying. That's why I'll
Yeah.
eventually get it when I can
Mm-hmm.
get my hands on it. But right now, I don't mind to just go the cheap way and just get into it right away.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to release it. I mean, I'm sure once it releases, like it might be a short period of time I gotta wait. I don't know. I'm not really sure what the hell the whole
I have to look up
deal
the
is with this.
schedule for what they're putting out because I have a
Yeah.
feeling there's going to be a gap in time where there's honestly not much, and they're
Right.
just going to focus on pushing consoles out the door. But
Mhm.
there should be
But they
enough this holiday season to get you
maybe
through
honestly
the
'cause
spring. Honestly,
weren't there all those people from GameStop that were getting like those emails saying like you're not gonna get it till like the next year?
they
Right?
said it's
Didn't you say?
possible. They said it's
Yeah.
possible.
Well, that's what I'm
So
saying. So like if
they're
it's
putting it out
possible,
there just so you know,
yeah.
in case that's
Like,
one.
don't get
In case
mad.
you're
And then
caught
you'll
up
be
in
happy
that.
when it's not next year and it's just like a week later. See,
Well,
we gave you Doomsday, but we actually, delivered much quicker.
Sony made it pretty clear that they're going to have a lot more than they usually do as compared to the PS4 launch, supposedly.
Right.
But these things are selling out. It's before the holidays. People are like home more. So like this is the
True.
perfect investment for right now.
Oh yeah.
So that's what's happening to people. It's very hard. If you don't jump on within a minute, dude, honestly,
I know. Well, it's so
of any of these
frustrating, too.
major retailers, you're in
because I
trouble.
was on the initial one like right away, and just the Best Buy website was just crashing. Like it just wouldn't let. I had it
I
in
was
my
doing
cart,
it the same time
and
you
it
were
wouldn't
doing it.
let me.
Nope.
And then, but I just have work. I have to be up at 4 a.m. So like I was up for like an hour, and I'm like, I gotta go to bed at this
You
point.
have to, man. I
The
gave up
GameStop
after
one?
like an hour and 45 minutes. I wasn't clicking anymore. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't even care at this point.
Yeah.
So
I
I,
did that
got mine
GameStop
through
one.
Amazon.
Oh,
I was
right.
lucky.
Yes. Which you were lucky because a lot of people using that like backdoor page seem to have like got their orders canceled too from that one. So it's a lot of A lot of
I
weird
didn't
stuff
get a
with that.
cancellation. I got the same email that everyone got where they're telling you might not get a release day.
Yeah,
Essentially.
I mean, that's
We'll see.
why that's why I'm not usually too keen on getting it from Amazon. Those things, like if I want it day one, I'm probably like Amazon's not the way to go. I feel like there's
Oh
just
man, I've been
no
burned every which way from all these retailers. You know, you
maybe.
name one and I'll tell you a story of
I don't
how
know.
I've
Best
been.
Buy's usually hook me up. I'm usually pretty cool with them. As far as if I want a game the day it's released, Best Buy's usually been the one that I can go to the store. It's there. It's ready. I can go in the morning if I was off, kind of thing.
No
Like
more
that's
GCU though, man.
huh?
No more
Oh,
Gamers Club
I
Unlocked. That
know.
was so clutch. That
Cyberpunk was that and Final Fantasy 7 were the last two games that I purchased like years ago before mine expired.
yeah, I think you're right. I
The
think
pre-order was that
FF7
or
may have
that.
been my last as well.
Mm. No, I think you got something from me. I think you got me the Mana game. That was one of the last ones I think
Trials.
too. Yeah, you got it on
I
your
did
club.
get that
Yep.
discounted, but we pre-ordered that though.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
That
Of
pre-order
course.
was like last year, I think. Either way.
Yeah, when it released. Yeah. Still.
And you still
I'm
didn't play
hoping
it,
for
right?
good things. No, not yet. Yeah. It's sad. I honestly I just have not been touching my Switch to be perfectly honest. That I kind of come in cycles with gaming and everything else. Like I was not playing on my PC for I think like a year. Like
Well,
I
I
just
told you
wasn't
what
on
I
here.
did, right?
No.
Like I have a Switch from the original release before they re-released the Switch. Remember
Right.
they had an upgraded version of the typical Switch.
Yeah.
They changed some of the I don't know if it was the hardware or the processor or whatever it was. I had the
Okay.
original one. And that's like the family one. It gets beat up pretty good. So I've been
Yes.
meaning to get, even though I have a light, which is ridiculous. I didn't need this, but I really wanted it.
Yeah.
The Animal Crossing Switch I
All
was
right.
able to pick up. And I
Okay.
basically, it was a wash because I owned a 20th anniversary Pokemon 3DS.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, the yellow
Which
one,
was
right?
cool, but I don't use, since the Switch came out, I don't use the 3DS anymore.
I know.
I just
I
don't
was
have the
considering
library
selling
of
mine
games
too.
to justify using the thing.
Yeah.
And the Switch is just so much cooler to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I sold that on eBay and
Mm.
basically moved that money to this new secondary Switch console.
Mm.
But to me, it's worth it. I'd rather have it. I have a lot more
Yeah.
Switch games, and I think I'll get a lot more use out of this than I would of the Pokemon 20th anniversary. But so you know, hopefully someone's happy that received mine, and they'll get good use out of it. But I'm certain.
That's a good
certainly will.
point. I've been considering selling. I mean, I'm definitely going to be selling a bunch of my old stuff. I just have too much crap, and I'm like, I'm not collecting this anymore. It's just not worth it for me. So that's
Yeah,
going to be
man.
going. But
Well, we talked
my
about it. I whittled
handheld.
down my collection of stuff that I
Yeah,
know I'm gonna revisit versus
but
stuff
I have
that's just
multiple handheld stuff like in general. Like I have the original
you
Game Boy.
do.
I have the Game Boy Advance. I have a Game Boy Color. I have the Game Boy. I don't think I have the SP. That one I never got. But I have two 3DSs, the original and like the better edition. Like they had like a
Yeah,
upgraded
I had a
edition that was like the
PSP
Monster
and I got
Hunter.
rid of it.
Yeah, it was the Monster Hunter version, which was like a silver with like I think like a
Yep,
Rathalos
I
symbol
remember
on
you
it or
got that
something.
thing. Yep.
Yeah, that was I mean, it's a cool system, and like there's some really good games on that. Like that's why I'm like sort of on the fence about it because like they have like that one Zelda game. I think it was like Triforce Heroes.
Yep.
Uh, excellent multiplayer. It's like 3-player,
Yeah, I
like
remember when that
puzzle
released. That
style
was a
game.
big
Yeah, I was playing
multiplayer
with
thing at
John
the
and
time.
Andrew on that one, and I feel like Karen would get a kick out of that, and yourself for sure. Like it's a fun thing, and like I have two 3DSs, so like it's practically
I just
taken
have
care
a
of. I just need
all
to
I
get
have
another game.
left in that family is a 2DS. Like remember the ones they
Yeah, that
released
one
for
I never got.
$80?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a Zelda version. They had a Mario Kart one. I got the Mario Kart one.
Ah, okay. That one will probably
And
resell
all I
too.
have
'Cause
left game wise for I have the DS version of Chrono Trigger.
yeah, I got all that too. Yep.
Um,
Oh yeah, I have a DS. That's right. I have a Nintendo DS as well. Yeah.
and like a
Red.
couple, just the Zelda games that released on 3DS. That's
Yeah.
all I have.
Yeah, I have a few DS games. The Chrono Trigger one, yeah, that was fun. I wish they would just do like a legit remake, like a remaster, I should say. That would be a sick remaster
Which?
if they could do it. A Chrono Trigger one,
Oh yeah.
like oh my god, like they keep
But
reporting
that's like
this stupid
also a
thing. Like,
sacrilege at the same time. Like most RPG
you know
fans
what?
from that era.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't want them to do like they did Final Fantasy VII.
Right.
I would just like it to be you know, just a new, you know what I mean? Like I could still enjoy
like
my
cleaner
original
sprites and stuff like that, like a
yeah,
HD
or just no
remaster.
3D, like make it like, you know, remember that Chrono Resurrection game that was they got a cease and desist from that whole video. It was like
I
it
didn't
looked
hear
amazing.
about that.
Dude, I'll show you the video later. I have a video of this thing I saved from like years ago because you can actually probably find it still on YouTube. Chrono Resurrection. If you look it up, anyone who's listening, if you don't know what I'm talking about,
Google it.
It's sick. And yeah, Square sent them a cease and desist, and then they have done squat with it. they didn't try their own. They just remade it on DS and the PC, and they're like, you know, they're okay. That it's nice that it's out there, but like they're garbage ports. Like I'd rather.
I feel like a lot of these Japanese companies are real tight with their IPs and stuff like that. Like they don't take any crap whatsoever.
A flagship one for them for sure. And that was like the dream team of like developers and composer. Yeah, I mean, like it just was something special when that
like
came out.
Even Godzilla, like the Toho company, they have that brand on lockdown. Like if anyone thinks about Godzilla, they're charging you for it, or they want a slice of whatever their I mean, hey, that's the international copyright law. But it's interesting. Some of those companies in particular, Square has always been that way.
I hear you.
Capcom a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, everyone is. And it's fine to protect your stuff. Like I think Pokemon just started. They just.
Well, some of these IPs are very aged at this point.
Cease and desist, and I think they made her. It was some chick that was doing like a Pokemon TikTok identity.
Mm-hmm.
You heard about that? Yep. Yeah. So like, you know, they slapped her too. And granted, she started selling merch. I feel like that's where
she was selling Pokemon merch with her name.
Is where she messed up. She's like, oh yeah, you
can't do it, man. Yeah, especially if you're banking off it, like legit, they're coming.
But like Resurrection, I know it was just gonna be a fan release. Like it wasn't them trying to make money, you know. It was just we're fans of the game. We were trying to beautify it and make it good, and it was looking sick. It was looking so sick.
Well, isn't that basically what happened with the Resident Evil 2 remake?
True, but I don't think did they slap a cease and desist on them too?
Yeah, they
probably did, right?
Oh yeah, and then they did it because they found out that there was a market for it.
Granted, what they did and what those people were doing were two completely different things. Like that one was
that game became Daymare.
Oh, is that what it did?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. I have to check out Daymare. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Because
that finally got released and picked up in a different way. So
yeah, I like that it was like the original game just updated, whereas the remake was in fact like it was the same but completely different at the same time. Like it was not the same game in many aspects.
I'm pretty sure. Might be talking out my rear end with this Daymare, but I definitely read that.
Perhaps. But either way.
Goodness.
I've been like I said, I've been enjoying my zombie experience, and I wonder if anyone else here has been having any things. We're still on the YouTubes and we're on the
Twitters,
Instagrams, and the Twitters. So if you find
Sean uses the VG Boys account at VG Boys on Twitter, and I use Whirlin the Mage at Whirlin the Mage, and we have some fun on there also. Instagram is just at VG Boys.
But if anyone has like their own comments they'd like to mention as far as like any games that they like playing during this holiday season, the spooky holiday season, I should say.
Spooky time.
Let us know in the comments somewhere, whether this is on the YouTube for the podcast or either Instagram or Twitter. Like reach out to us. We definitely enjoy engaging with you wonderful people and want to hear what you have to say.
Absolutely, guys. As always, thank you for joining us, but mostly don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous. Catch you next time.
Are you just jealous? 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 'Cause we're the VG Boys. Yeah.